Hello everyone, Bruce here, and today I am going to talk to you about something called simultaneous assignment, okay? Simultaneous assignment. Now, when we assign a value to a variable, right? So if I say here x equals 7, right? We're telling Python to store the number 7 in the variable x, right? And if I type x now, you can see that the value that x is storing is 7, right? And if I want to make now x equals 8, because we're dealing with a variable here, right? It's variable, it can change. And now the value of the variable x, right, excuse me, happens to be 8, right? So all well and good. Now my question to you is, how do you think if you had, say, x equals 7 and y equals y equals 8, how do you think that you can use Python to swap the values of the variables x and y? So what I'm saying is, how do you make x equal to 8 and y equal to 7? Okay, so how do you do that, right? So a lot of you are probably thinking, well, just set x equal to y, right? So that's going to take the value of y, which is 8, and assign it to the variable x, right? So let's try that just to see what happens here, okay? And if I type x, yay, okay, good. We assigned the value of y to x. That's half of what we wanted, right? But the next half was to see what the value of y was, and we wanted y, right, to be the value of the old value of x, which was 7. So, oops, it's still 8. So what happened here, right? So just know that if you want to swap the values of variables, right, there's two different ways you can do it, right? One is you can say, again, x equals 7 and y equals 8. I'm just assigning the values there, okay? Then I can create, say, a third variable called t. So let's just say that t equals the initial value of x, which is 7. Okay? Just hold on to that for a second. So that's what t is doing. It's holding on to the initial value of x, because we're going to be overwriting that, right? So now I can say that x equals y. So y is 8. Now x is going to equal 7. Okay? And there it is. Now I need to take the initial value of x, which was 7, which is being held by that other third variable called t. And now I can say x equals t. Wait one second. Y equals t. I'm sorry. Y equals t. And now the variable y has 7, right? Because that was the initial value that we wanted. That was the initial value of x. And x is equal to 8. So we swapped, right, the values of those two variables. But we had to introduce a third variable to handle the swap for us, right? It was like this man in the middle that said, hey, hold on to this initial value of x, and then I'm going to ask you for it after we make some assignments. Now, some of you are a little bit confused. I'm in the Python command shell here, right, with the triple chevrons, the triple greater than signs, right? You can't write programs in here, right? In order to write a program, you click on File and then New File, or Control N, and now is where you would enter, or here is where you would enter, right, all of your commands to run a program. But I'm not going to go into that in this video. I'll do that in another video, okay? So, simultaneous assignment, right, was the topic. I'm going to make this window bigger here, so I'm just going to make it full size, okay? So again, x equals 7, y equals 8. I'm at the bottom here, bottom left. Can't type today. X equals 8. So using something called simultaneous assignment will allow us to swap the values for x and y in one statement, right? X equals 7 is a statement. Y equals 8 is a statement. And what I said is that using simultaneous assignment, we can swap the values of x and y. So we want to do something like this. X comma y equals y comma x. Ooh, wow. Okay, Bruce, what's going on here? Well, the value of y, which is 8 from here, right, gets assigned to this letter x over here. And this value of x on the right here gets assigned over here, the highlighted y, the value of 7. So we're simultaneously assigning values to variables, okay? So see right there, y goes to x and x goes to y. And if I do this, x is now equal to 8 and y equals 7. Okay, so that's one use of simultaneous assignment. The other is to ask a person to enter two numbers at one time, right? So x comma y equals, let's just do eval, input, enter two numbers separated by a comma. Okay? Okay, so there we go. Enter two numbers. I'll enter, I don't know, 10 comma 11. And now if I type out the value for x, it's 10, and the value of y is 11. So using our friend, the input statement, wrapped in an eval, I can ask for two numbers at one time. In fact, you're not limited to just two. If you want to do x comma y comma z, right, equals eval, input, enter three numbers, separated by a comma. Well, separated using commas. Okay, so I'll enter 42, comma 10, comma 99. So x is 42, y is 10, and z is 99. Okay, so there's simultaneous assignment. If you have any questions, see me in Slack.